Welcome to the 32nd Annual Central Chamber Christmas Parade. It's a beautiful day here in Central despite all of the rain warnings, and we did have a delayed parade this year, didn't we, Jeannie?
We did, but it's worked out very well indeed. In fact, you see I'm wearing sunshades.
I'm Brockwell Bone. I'm a board member with the Chamber of Commerce, here with my associate.
Jeannie Barnett.
We welcome you to the parade. We've got 40 plus floats this year, and you know it's the start of Christmas in Central when you have the parade.
That's right. And so far, every single year, Santa has shown up. You think he'll show up again this year?
I think he'll be here this year.
That's why he prioritizes it. He's busy this time of year, you know.
They say that, but he's got all these elves that get to run around and do everything for him, so I think he really kind of delegates and is a good leader.
Apparently he's a good delegator, but we get the real Santa.
That's right. That's right. So let's take a look at the parade.
Woohoo!
Looks like up front here we got, what's that, Central Fire and Rescue. So here's our Grand Marshals. We have two this year. That's Miss Rita Cockerham and Miss Tommy Morden. They both sit on the board of the chamber, and they are heavily involved in the community.
I'm so happy that the weather is nice enough for them to be able to march in dry weather without having to wear mittens and boots.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I like the Christmas tree hat that young man's got on there.
Right, the whole tree. Well, this is going to be a brand new float. I've never seen this one before. This is Central's Elect. Central's newly elected council and school board members come together to bring Christmas to Central on Centralville Float. That's a spinoff of Whoville, and wishes everyone a Merry Christmas. Look at the our mayor-elect David Barrow wearing a cape.
Kind of like the mayor of Whoville. He had a little cape thing going on. And there's Council-elect Dave Freneau.
With elf ears.
And Deanne Wells. Aaron Moak there waving at us.
Bodie White. He's our state senator.
Now, he's done a lot of things since the flood.
He really has. He's been a busy dude since the flood. He's been watching out for Central. And right behind him is District Attorney Hiller Moore. He's got a little wagon behind him.
That is a really cool setup with that Hummer. That's one of the real Hummers. Or no, it says AMC General. That's not a Hummer. And then Greg Callahan there with Central Title and Closing. Greg and his team recognize that their clients are the most important asset and strive to form lasting relationships through personal attention and great client communication. He throws cups every year. I think those cups are the color-changing ones.
Here is Dance Fusion performing their 5th Central Christmas Parade, owned by Jamie Owen. Dance Fusion offers classes for ages 18 months through adults in styles of jazz, tap, hip-hop, and contemporary dancing. They are located on Hooper Road. You can email godancefusion@yahoo.com for more information on classes and pricing.
And these young ladies are having a blast out there.
I have a grandniece out there dancing somewhere.
Do you really?
I do.
So we just slid some yummy goodness here from some yummy goodness from another chamber member. Let's see what they slid us. I don't want to drop it. Oh my goodness.
Oh. We're going to have to share that, Brockwell?
We're going to have to share that. That is a meatball sub and some mac and cheese made from scratch there from Girasoli Exquisite Italian over on Central Square.
That looks delicious and it smells delicious too.
We'll start numbing on it, but we got to keep our mouths open to talk, don't we?
No, you can't be talking with your mouth full, Brockwell.
Well, we thank Chamber Member Girasoli for passing us some yummy Italian food.
Next time, bring 2 Girasoli. Charlene Charlay Day, the family court judge, and Judge Chip Moore and Trey Welsh. They're all on there together. Yes, they are. They're all on the same float together.
Oh, are you ready? They're floating through in their boat. This is a puppy mobile
That's Glenda Banta Dog Training, LLC.
Come on, that's Glenda Banta, owner of Glenda Banta Dog Training. She's a certified educator and do more with your dog trick dog instructor. Using positive reinforcement methods, she educates dog owners on safe, effective equipment, establishing the alpha role, proper leash walking, basic commands, and the importance of exercise, activities, socialization, and dog safety.
I bet she could do wonders with children and husbands too. Look at the tail on that float. That's awesome.
That is a very unique float. I think that's going to be a front runner so far, but we are just getting started. Now here's Advanced Office Systems. You can see PJ Picorni in there driving his, what is that thing? A 2.5-ton U.S. military truck. He did use that during the flood 2 years ago to help save people from their homes.
It looks like it could do anything. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I forgot his wife's name. I wish I could remember it.
That is one serious looking vehicle. I've never seen anything like that on the streets of Central except during a parade.
Same here.
I'm glad they don't park next to me in the grocery store parking lot. I wouldn't dare. All right, upcoming is Victory Academy when their float's name is Christmas Cookies. Victory Academy's mini cheer squad, the Cookie Crumb.
Oh, the Cookie Crumb, that's cute.
Victory Academy was established in 1980 as an outreach ministry of Victory Harvest Church. Victory offers a quality biblical-based education and Christian environment. It's a state-approved school with an exceptional staff serving students in grades pre-K 4 through 8. Victory Academy offers students a rigorous educational curriculum supplemented with offerings in Spanish, music, physical education, technology, and sports. If you're interested in becoming a part of the Warrior legacy, please call 225-272-8339 to arrange a tour. I wonder what this is, Brockwell. What do you think that is?
I think it is the Santa Express Coca-Cola truck. They always come through jamming every year. I remember one year when we had the big, beautiful office on Hooper Road, we brought my dog Beauregard up, and this particular truck went by, and the speakers are in the bottom, and the music started right in front of us. We thought he was going to back out of that leash and run.
I think it would have scared me too. I bet those lights are really pretty after the sun goes down.
Oh yeah, and they take that truck all over the place to grocery stores and whatnot. And I think Santa comes out to greet them sometimes too.
Is that right?
Now here we have Britton Meyer for City Council. He is a candidate in the upcoming, a runoff election?
It is.
On December 8th for District 5. He's out there with his Christmas lights around the neck, handing out all kinds of goodies. And there's a little one in the radio flyer.
Oh, I know who that is. That's Dom. That's Britt's nephew. The little one. He's so adorable. The Meyer family's friends of mine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He's just along for the ride.
Oh, there's Ryan Metter out walking in front of his float. He's running in the at-large runoff. Ryan's a former Marine and a conservative Republican who truly loves the city of Central. Ryan and his wife, Dixie, have 2 children, Lily and Lucas, that are both in Central school system. Please remember to vote December 8th, and please consider Ryan Metter at the large race. The at-large race.
You know, in our household, we have a lot of respect for Marines, and sometimes we feel weird saying former Marine. You know, because once a Marine, always
a Marine.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I mean, that's a very elite service. And he's got one heck of a float. Look at all these people.
That is pretty impressive. For little old Central. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
But so is his opponent. I've met them both. They're both wonderful. We can't do wrong with either one of them.
Well, I think that's why there's a runoff, isn't it?
That's right.
Because it was just too close to call. So that's Aaron McKinney for council. Aaron is also running for Central City Council at large. He's with his wife Hannah, and they want to spread Christmas cheer to all the residents of Central this year.
Upcoming is Blanco Roofing. The float is Sweet Blanco Navidad. It's sponsored by Blanco's Roofing, LLC. It has served Central and surrounding areas for over 22 years. They're proud to serve the community with professionalism and experience in roof and sheet metal work. Look at that. That is one good roof on a float, don't you think?
That's a very well constructed float. And in the first Corvette, probably one of many, because we have many Corvettes every year. Let's see which class it is.
That is Anna Dale, freshman.
And Zoe Landry.
And the one right behind, or is it the same one?
I think it's the same one. Maybe not. And
Looks like there are two in there, so.
Yeah, the next one is Danielle Lofstrom. She's the queen of the CP, Central Private Homecoming Court. This must be Lauren Dale, sophomore, along with Carly Schaefer.
So in the gray one, does that look like that's Katie Alford Jr. and Raven Collins Jr.?
I think so.
I think it is.
Gorgeous cars carrying lovely ladies.
And I'm so happy it's not raining on them. Here we go. I think that must be Amelia Dean, senior.
Looks like it. That's a very pretty blue car.
It is pretty. And at some point, is she sitting with Amelia? Mandy Roshto is a senior, or did she already pass?
We may have missed her.
But Mandy Roshto is a senior. And I think we saw Danielle Lofstrom, the queen, right?
We did. She was in the second car. Here comes the EMS vehicle with a blow-up Santa hanging out the back. After that is the Pride. Let's see. I lost my spot. The Pride for Pride fire truck with the Central Private varsity cheerleaders sitting on top. They're as high as we are this year.
The CPS junior varsity cheerleaders attended UCA cheer camp at Southeastern University, Louisiana University in July. They received gold superior ribbons and evaluations for game day routine and rally routine. The girls earned a superior trophy for game day routine and were named camp champions for their rally routine. 2 8th graders were named All-American cheerleaders and were invited to participate in the UCA Thanksgiving Tour in Orlando. I knew I was going to say champions instead of camp champions. that was going to happen.
So there's our junior varsity cheer that we were just talking about. So the varsity gets to ride on a big red truck, and the junior gets to ride on a pickup truck.
But the Peanut Cheer, a squad of 23 second to 4th graders from Central Private School get to ride on a tremendous float.
And they have a restroom in the back. That's very smart.
That is smart.
When the Cub Scouts were in the parade, they made sure to have a restroom on the float.
You know that was organized by mamas.
Look how cute they are.
That has got to be a thrill to be on a float at that age. What are they throwing, candy?
Oh, and they're throwing the good stuff like Starburst.
Do you think those little arms, do you think they can throw it this far and reach us, Rockwell?
I don't know. Maybe next year we'll have to get like a target and hold it
That's a
up.
great idea. Yeah.
And a sign that says wave.
A sign that says wave. Yes, wave. We want candy.
You can't do it.
Yeah, a dare.
Of course I can. Especially all the little kids.
I'll show you.
Grace Presbyterian Church.
This float is presented by Grace Presbyterian Church at 9526 Jor Road, who wants to celebrate that Jesus is the reason for every season. Christmas is a time of giving, and at Christmas, we celebrate the greatest gift ever given, God's Son, Jesus Christ. You're welcome to join the family of Grace on Sunday mornings at 9:15 for Sunday school and 10:45 to worship our great God.
Is that a dog? Do I see a dog?
That is a dog. I don't know that he's on a leash, though.
Doesn't he know we have an ordinance here in Central? A leash law? I don't see anybody complaining, though.
And there's a sheriff right behind him, so.
Maybe he's in hot pursuit. He's just not doing a very good job of catching up with the dog. Next is first student. Gingerbreads running amok on a school bus. What a Christmas. What's a Christmas without gingerbread fun?
That's cute. I like how they did the roof.
Sweet Christmas.
And little gingerbreads looking out the back windows. Hi, guys.
It says here they're running amok.
Amok, amok, amok.
Amok, amok, amok.
Now here comes one of the sweetest floats in the parade, the Krispy Kreme float. Always everyone's favorite. Krispy Kreme has been in business since, oh my gosh, they're screaming. Here come the donuts.
Look, there's my husband trying to get me some donuts.
Every year.
Every
Get
year.
'em, Doug.
He doesn't always get them, though.
Krispy Kreme has been in business since 1937. They've been in our area since 1964, and they give back to the community that has supported them for over 53 years. Man, you'd think the Beatles were out here or something.
Well, that's what sugar will do for you.
Or maybe NSYNC. No, I'm getting a little bit newer. Who would be newer than the Beatles or NSYNC?
I don't really know. I'll let you know. I'll go ask my granddaughter, and I'll come back and let you know. Patan Insurance Agency. Riding a silver Jeep Wrangler Unlimited is Blaine Patan Family and Friends from Patan Insurance Agency. They are proud supporters of our Central community. They work hard to find the best coverage and the value for each family's needs and provide excellent customer service to their policyholders.
Here comes the Zachary Taylor VFW. They meet the second Monday of the month at 6 p.m. I had the pleasure of meeting Blaine Patan at a new thing the Chamber is doing called Chamber Connections. It's kind of like a B&I group where you have one person from each industry in the group and exchange leads back and forth. Very, very well attended. A new program for the Chamber to help with membership development.
Oh, there's Langston Martial Arts.
Langston Martial Arts is a family-owned school providing the City of Central with quality martial arts training for over 14 years. They offer the opportunity to participate in a sport where your success is measured by your personal achievements. Langston's offers jiu-jitsu and taekwondo for all ages. Contact them at 603-6378.
thought you were practicing some jujitsu moves.
Oh, there was a bug trying to get in my ear while I was talking.
And up ahead is Magnolia United Methodist Church. Their float is Jesus, the original superhero. Magnolia United Methodist is located at 16024 Grimwell Springs Road and just celebrated its 75th anniversary. Magnolia hosts several community activities such as AA, a thrift shop, and farmers market each Saturday. They're in the process of growing their children's program and have many activities throughout the year. Church times are Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. and Sunday school for all ages beginning at 9:45. There's also a nursery provided for younger children on Sunday mornings. Contact the church office or visit their website at Magnolia UMC for more information.
And here's Parker Orthodontics. They enjoy changing people's lives by creating beautiful smiles. Dr. Parker is a Central Private alumnus, and loves giving back to the community and supporting local organizations. Each year, they take part in the St. Alphonsus and Central Private auctions by donating orthodontic treatment to raise money for their schools. Parker Orthodontics took great pride in contributing to their purchase of state championship rings for Central High School baseball and softball teams after their big wins. Check them out on Facebook and Insta. There's an office conveniently located in Central for all your orthodontic needs.
Okay. This red pickup truck is in memory of Archie's trucking. It's for Archie Cormier. Merry Christmas from Jimmy and Sandy's Chicken and Dog Ranch. I've never heard of a chicken and dog ranch. Have you?
I would think the dogs would eat the chickens.
Maybe they're vegetarian dogs. I don't see any chickens and dogs, do you? Maybe that's where that dog came from that was walking up ahead.
Well, they better speed up if they're going to catch them.
Look around for a chicken.
Now here comes a man dressed as an American flag. This is
Charles Lee Hinton.
Charles Lee Hinton.
He's in a runoff in District 5 for the council seat in District 5. He's not on. Where is he?
He's got a large group of people with him today, too. Throwing all kind of good stuff. Man.
Do you think that's perfect balance? Up ahead, I see Perfect Balance Gymnastics. Perfect Balance Gymnastics says they're extreme all-star cheerleaders and their acrobats in motion acrobatics team.
You know, I have to say the city of Central has a lot of stuff for children to do. A lot of activities, a lot of programs. Because each of these develops a child, and they're waving at us. Hey, guys! Good child development programs.
That's right. That's right. That's why we have such great kids. That's why Central is such a desirable place for families, for everyone. That must be Doug Welburn. Yes, that's my friend Doug, clerk of court. He always has such a great float. He's in the parade every year.
Every year. They scream for him like they scream for donuts.
I wonder what he's throwing. Maybe something really, really good.
Woo! Candy explosion. I see a wildcat. It must be the Central High School homecoming court. also riding in Corvettes.
This is in order. That's freshman made Kaylee Watts in the black Corvette there.
Then we have sophomore maids Elise Darden and Alyssa
Giat.
Giat.
You have trouble with that every year.
I do.
That name comes up.
And Lexi Posey. Yeah, Alyssa's in the yellow Corvette there.
I didn't think about that, but that probably is the case. I dated a guy named Giat in high school, and that's how I know that. Could be related.
Here comes a red Corvette with Lexi Posey.
Next looks like Camille Dean, Kinley Welsh. Do you think they're in the same one?
I think they've each got their own car.
They might. No, the next one is Ashley Hess. She's the senior maid. The one in the red, the maroon. And then the copper-colored one is Jawa Lily.
And here comes the Central High School homecoming queen.
Talia Joseph. Well, Doug was not able to score me any donuts from the Krispy Kreme float. I wonder if he'll be able to get me a burrito from the Caliente float. That is what they're throwing, isn't it, Brockwell?
I think that's what we thought last year, and I think it was tacos instead. No. No, here comes the Caliente float. They have two locations, one here in the city of Central and another one out on Lee Drive. It's a very welcoming and easygoing atmosphere with high-quality food. I did see Mr. Ricardo walking around out here earlier. I think Doug saved you a Snickers.
All right.
And here comes Journey Home Realty, the journey of Christmas. Merry Christmas from all the ladies at Journey Home Realty on Hooper Road in Central. We have over 2 decades of experience serving residential and commercial real estate sales and are lifelong Central residents. Visit us at journeyhomesales.com or call 225-202-2959 for more information.
That's really a great name for a real estate agency, isn't it? Journey Home.
It is, it is. There's Charnel Smith with Journey Home Realty.
Next comes Rave Performing Arts. Oh, there's my grandniece. That's Grace. Boy, they're just beginning the parade and they are dancing with such vigor. I wonder what it's going to look like 2 miles from now. Do you think they're going to be able to keep that energy up? Look at that.
Oh, yeah. There's my friend David DeArmond out there walking with them. One of his daughters must be in the group as well. Rave Performing Arts become the one thing they rave about. They offer classical training in a fun and inviting environment. They teach ballet, point, tap, jazz, modern, and hip hop. We're getting some loud floats here at the end, huh? Greenville Springs Baptist Church. They'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. They're at 19421 Greenville Springs Road. On Sundays, they have worship at 8 and 10:30. And they have Bible study at 9:15 and then a 6 p.m. worship on Sundays.
Up next is one of my favorites, Louisiana Twirl Force. It's an organization devoted to the sport of baton twirling and color guard. They have 2 locations to serve you, Baker Zachary and Elm Springs Walker. They teach children 1st grade and up for baton twirling. Their color guard classes begin at grade 3. They are Louisiana State NBTA Dance Twirl Champions and will be traveling to the wide world of sports to compete at a national level competition on February 15th. For more information, contact susanjulians@gmail.com.
Here comes Central Bible Church. Jesus, Sweetest Name I Know, sponsored by Central Bible Church, committed to seeing people transformed by the power of the Holy Spirit to the person of Jesus Christ for the glory of God the Father. The children are riding in a candy-themed float that focuses on Jesus, the sweetest name I know.
I told you you were going to get all the puns, Brockwell. Okay. So, Central Tigers. It's a nonprofit youth baseball organization fielding 9-10 baseball teams for ages 4 to 14. Contact Central Tigers Baseball gmail.com for more information.
Here comes the Winn-Dixie float with the Winn-Dixie Elves. Winn-Dixie wishes everyone a very Merry Christmas.
Oh, it looks like they're throwing something big.
They are one of the first grocery stores to invest in the city of Central. And there's Timmy in his red top hat running the music for them.
I know they're great supporters of the Central Food Bank, too.
They are tremendous supporters of the food bank.
Sponsored by Lewis Wrecker Service Incorporated. Lewis Wrecker Service has been family owned and operated since 1956. Lewis Wrecker Service Incorporated is one of the oldest family-owned and operated businesses in Central. The sleigh and 8 reindeer were built in 1992 by the late Dennis Lewis and the late Herman Gardner. The Lewis family would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, do you think Santa's hot?
It is a little warm for his particular attire, but you know, when you got a wardrobe set and rocking and rolling, you can't really change it.
That's right. Well, he's accustomed to the North Pole temperatures, but hey, it might be hot in the North Pole today. We don't know.
We don't know.
I have seen Santa wearing like boxer swim trunks and Hawaiian shirt, and usually on the side of a Coca-Cola truck I see that kind of thing.
Well, the big guy's got to take a break during the summer.
And next comes the Greenville Springs Youth Riders, Western-style horse-mounted drill team for youth ages 8 to 18. The Greenville Springs Youth Riders is a nonprofit organization established in the 1950s and performs at local rodeos and parades.
And if I remember, they actually started off as a Boy Scout troop.
Did they really?
I think so. It was a wonderful time. Great parade. The weather really worked out for us despite, thinking it was going to be really bad.
I know, and I think this might have been the best one yet. What do you think?
Definitely top 3 or top 32. I don't know.
Maybe the top 32.
No, I'll go top three. I'll
No,
go
no,
top
no.
three.
I remember the cold and rainy one.
Yeah.
But that was fun too. We always have fun. This is Central.
From the Central Chamber of Commerce, we thank you for tuning in to the 32nd annual Central Chamber Christmas Parade. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.